Good evening, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the People's Podcast. Have a great star-studded panel today for you guys. So we bring on the ones you do know about. Got my guy Moosey joining again on the pod. Appreciate you coming in, sir. Welcome.
Pleasure to be here.
We also have the General Toucan, the man that's coming at least in third in our division. Welcome to the pod, sir.
How's it going? I don't think third. Definitely not third. Maybe
Definitely
fourth.
not third. Maybe okay. There you go. JJ, be careful. And then welcome my guy Chase, who just recently had a Hall of Fame inductee.
Two
Of them. There you go.
Yep.
My guy with two of them.
Yep.
Just a developing stud over there. Welcome to the podcast, sir. And then I got two surprise guests that we did not announce. No, they're not Randy and not A-Rod because, of course, they canceled and bailed. First and foremost, we got the guy who's coming in either second or third behind myself, battling with Toucan. We got Agent Dimes on the pod. How you doing, sir?
Good. But I don't plan on coming in nothing less than first, just so y'all know.
There you go. Put it on blast. And then last but not least, one of the OGs, a vet in Legacy. Actually, he's a commish with the LP League. Welcome, Vert. First timer to the People's Podcast. How you doing, Vert?
All right. Pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So, guys, all right. So we have a lot to talk about. Madden comes out now, 8 days, I think, is where the countdown is at. And we got some shit to fucking get into. So, agenda for today, we're going to talk about caps. Our team created with a bunch of users from the league. We're going to talk about how that going, how's that progressing. We're going to get into the LP league, the prospect league. Kind of see, talk a little bit of noise there, kind of who may come out of that league prosperous. We're going to talk about the main league in Legacy as well. And then we're looking at tiers for the teams. Who made the list, who didn't make the list. We may get a little football that comes up this weekend, a little preseason action that's coming up. But that's what we got going on. So we got a full agenda. Moosey, I'm gonna start with you. Caps, I know it's been a huge undertaking. You and Toddy been working countless hours to get these teams ready and hyped up. Tell us about the builds and kind of the strategy you guys are using for it.
No, Caps has definitely been a fun thing so far. I actually didn't know about it much until like a week or two ago. As somebody who always does a lot of offline franchises because I love the development of teams, seeing the AI play, seeing players develop on their own, it was an intriguing idea to me. And then I saw some of the streams of what Toddy's done in the past, and I was like, okay, this is definitely something that can bring in some viewers. It's something to do on the side. It keeps something in the league to check in on. How is my cast player doing? What about my 99 receiver? Did he moss somebody today? Did my cornerback look stupid and get mossed? These things definitely are interesting to watch. You have seemed like you got something to say there already about it.
I do because Agent Dime was actually one of our quarterbacks in the last league, and the amount of tags this man had every time we played a game was crazy because we shit on him like if it was his actual fault.
Like a Super Bowl. Like I brought y'all a Super Bowl and y'all just didn't give a fuck. Like that's so crazy to me. I brought y'all a Super Bowl. And
Johnny
y'all just
Manziel.
treating me like I'm fucking Ryan Tannehill or something. So,
Johnny Manziel.
I'm switching positions. Fuck y'all.
Left bench.
It was so and shit. I was too. So I was an OC, and my play calling was atrocious at times. So I went from that to fuck. I'm just gonna play special teams and play kick returner, punt returner. Fuck all this play calling shit. But it was actually a lot of fun. A lot of us tuned in and kind of watched, our guys, kind of the team, and it was a lot of fun. Chase, who was your guy?
I had a safety. I played safety.
Nice. What are you playing this time around?
I had like 99 hit power or something. I remember that.
You were coming downhill, fucking rocking people.
Yeah, I think I want to say I had my guy had like a pick or something, and I think it was in a Super Bowl or something. Maybe I'm thinking of something different, but I'm pretty sure I remember getting that tag or something.
I remember our most valuable player. Who would you guys say it was?
Jalen.
What did Jalen play?
Dude,
Here's the
Jalen
corner.
was a corner. Yeah, Jalen went crazy that one year, the first
Yeah.
season or something.
So Jalen played well. What about our kicker? I feel like our kicker made like clutch.
Oh yeah, Rico.
No,
Yeah.
that's true.
Make
Rico was going
clutch
stupid.
kicks.
I ain't gonna lie, he wasn't better than Justin Tucker, but he was close.
No, that was
I'm looking at the roster right now. We actually have the no-fly zone here. 4 of you guys are D-backs in the league. I think the only exceptions are me and Vert, and 5 of us are actually defensive players, with Vert being the only receiver.
nice. Yeah, I'm playing
Yeah.
no safety this year.
You know, I got that fofo bulldog on me this year.
I wanted some stats this year. That defense was
Tough.
Oh, I'm getting Asante Samuel numbers on this defense.
Yeah, I got outshined by Jalen as the cornerback too, and Cozy balled out, but I passed Cozy for cornerback 2, and then Jalen still outshined. I was just there.
And for MVP,
The fun thing about Legacy has always been like, since I came in and I got to help a lot with the ranges and stuff like that. I saw a lot of potential to players that imitate real life players, but also give you room for growth. So, and can give you guys a perfect example of that since you guys are DBs and you guys are still get your overalls. I might come in there. I'll ask you what type of corner you want. You want a Jarrell Revis Island corner? Do you want a zone corner that can drop back and play more safety role? Do you want somebody that's more in the box and is just going to play to the line and hit people? For the safeties, like, do you guys want somebody that's going to be over the top, not going to let anything go, or do you guys want a blitz boy? Because I offered Chase that. I said, what if I give you a chance to be Jamal Adams? So that's been one of the fun things about Cap so far that I'm hoping can continue, because when we watch these players, there's a lot of potential for big plays or for them to play like our favorite players in real life.
I'm feeling. Yeah. Who the hell is Tony?
Yeah, who's Tony?
That's Savage.
is that Savage?
Yeah, it's Savage.
That's the last name I would have thought that name.
You guys
There
don't
you
know
go.
Tony. You guys
There
don't
he is.
know.
There's 2 Kane on Cam.
How do you guys not
There you
know
go.
Tony?
Yeah, so Vert, not only is he on the podcast, he's also typing in the comments. The dude's multitasking. I don't know how he does it.
He double duty.
So, Vert, I'm actually going to come over to you now. So, Prospect League is up and running. I know what the commish team kind of announced. We're going to start a little earlier than we are for the Legacy main league. First of all, what are your thoughts? You know, you're commish now. You and Jalen, and Randy. I don't want to discredit Randy. How do you feel about being commissioned? You know, what's your thoughts on the league?
Well, first off, I'm going to say I didn't ask for it, and I didn't campaign in chat for the last 2 months for it. I was asked if I would do it, and I didn't really want to, but I will. The LP League is going to be fun. We're going to start right at the jump so we can find any exploits that might be happening with abilities, so on and so forth. As far as talking about projections, I haven't even seen a team list of the LP League with the people going in and out left and right. So we'll probably get closer to that when we get closer to launching, but hopefully we can just keep everybody active, playing within the rules, and then we'll go from there and find what we might need to change in our main league.
So is it going to be, as far as like rules wise, I know we're not going to have like the store and stuff in there, but as far as rules wise, it's going to be the same as Legacy.
Yes, we'll be running the same rules as Legacy.
All right, bet.
Just with no player upgrades, none of that stuff.
Yeah,
like we do in the
everything's
main league.
organic. Yeah, everything's
Correct.
Yeah, without all the razzle dazzle that the main commissions put so much effort and work into.
They don't do it. They assign us jobs to do it for them.
Well, that's true too.
Come on. So now, what about ability changes? We're going to allow folks to kind of change abilities based on the previous kind of structure where you had to meet certain requirements, had to be certain overall, this, that, and the other, or will it be more of a free for all for ability changes? Since we're testing
That
it out.
has not been discussed in depth. We're still trying to figure out trades because we're not sure if we're going to have neon, so we might have to go back to the old school
Gotcha.
posting of trades and get all that figured out. But we're just trying to get locked in on 32 users right now with the ones that are coming in and the legacy members that are dropping out, and we'll figure that out from there.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. So, some of the legacy guys that have a team in the main league giving their spots up for someone that's getting in and wants to still join the league through the LP league. So that was pretty dope to see. I know should have gave up his team, then fucking dude left, boof, left, and I think we got him replaced now. All right, so now let's flip to legacy. So let's take a look. I'm gonna post on the screen for us to kind of talk about the users. We're going to break down divisions. So we're going to start at the top, the way Toddy posted it. So it's going to be the Giants, the Cowboys, Commanders, and Eagles. So let me share my screen real quick so we can see
The senior home division.
the teams.
The senior home.
All right, let's see.
I mean, that could be said about
All
a
right.
bunch of people in this league.
Yeah, no, me included.
Yeah. No, you're
all right,
okay.
So, all right. So we'll start at the very top. So we got Toddy, we got Ramrod, we got Chase, we got Vert. Vert, I'm actually Chase. I'm gonna start with you here. I know you called this the elderly division. Is this a wrap for you, year in and year out? Like, are you calling dibs?
Nah,
On the crown?
I wish I could say that, but if I'm being real, honestly, like Toddy, I know Toddy, like he usually struggles for like a season or so, but like Toddy's always a pretty consistent, solid user. Always plays great defense, and then Vert as well. Honestly, my whole division, they all play great defense. Like they might struggle on offense, but that defense is crazy. So I'm
Are you
definitely
trying to say
looking
the
forward-
old people are good at defense, but they're not good at scoring points?
They play that old school type
They-
shit.
their eyes just don't work as well sometimes. So.
The hand-eye coordination, the eyes, the sticks don't work that well when it's on offense.
Yeah, so no, but they kill it on defense for sure. But I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm hyped on my team, hyped on the Commanders. Really looking forward to building this squad up.
So what made you pick the Commanders? I actually want to get into that.
Honestly,
What made you, as the teams that you had available at the time? I mean, again, it's a long time ago. I don't know if you remember what you had available.
there was a lot of teams available because I picked at 16. I kind of loved where I was picking because it kind of got like the super teams out of the way, like that everyone wants, but still has like solid choices at like towards the middle. And so I was looking, and I really wanted the Falcons at first. I was really considering going Falcons, and then like I don't know, I started looking at the ratings and stuff, and I saw Emmanuel Forbes on the Commanders. He's like
that's a
94,
speed
94 speed, 95 excel. There's great physicals. He's like 6'1".
good height too. He's like 6'1", right?
Yeah, he's 6'1", and so I was like, oh, that's sweet. And then they have a safety as well. I can't think of his name right now, but he's like 6 foot, like 90 speed.
Is it
97.
Forrest?
No, he, rookie corner or rookie
nice.
rookie safety, and he's like 90 speed, 97 excel, and 97 jump or something like that. And so I saw that, and I was like, oh, I could definitely develop that. And so yeah, and honestly, the Commanders are just a team I feel like not a lot of people think of taking. So I was like, I'm gonna be a little different and take a shot on the Commanders.
Nice. All right, Vert, you're in the same division. You just heard this man talk a lot of cash money noise. What do you got to say?
I'm looking forward to playing all three other opponents, and I'm not scared of any of them.
Man, Vert just keeps it 100, just straight
Oh, it's
humble.
finna get real rowdy in here in a minute. Wait till you get to that.
Talk shit, Vert.
It's finna
Talk
get
your
real
shit.
rowdy.
Yeah,
When I stop throwing 63 interceptions a year, I'll start talking shit.
Listen, Chase knows about that same amount every year too. He's
Oh,
still
yes,
talking
sir.
noise. Hey, risking no biscuit, baby.
Yep.
Chase follows Bruce Arians' motto.
Yep.
All right, so we got that division. Toucan, Moosey, Dimes. What do you guys think about that division from the outside guys? We're on the other side.
No, yeah, that division is an interesting division as far as like even before users. It's an interesting division as far as Madden wise goes. Like the Cowboys are always a good Madden team. Eagles this year obviously are super OP as a fucking Madden team. Not OP, but they're just a good Madden team all around. Got young pieces, got tradable pieces. Um, Commanders, I feel like as long as you know how to run with them, like if you know how to run the game plan right with them, they could be a very lethal team just because of that defense. You could always hold people to low points. So it's just an interesting division, even outside of just users. But with the users in there, definitely, I want to see what Toddy does with his Giants. I feel like he'll put a little bit more effort into this build just to get his Giants back to prominence.
I think it's definitely an interesting division. I'm curious to see how Chase does with the Commanders. I know I've played him for the last 5-6 seasons. I was telling him, I think this morning in chat, like 1 minute he's fucking playing like a real life Patrick Mahomes, the next thing you know he's playing like a Johnny Manziel running around fucking lost. But like it's insane. Like I give him credit. Like Chase, he's beat me twice, and like it's when he does beat me, it's not even close. It's like what the hell? Like if Chase played like that every time, I easily would be a top 5, top 3 user. But definitely curious to see what he does. Toddy, I think, like Dime said, since it's his favorite team, he'll actually maybe care more. Hopefully, he gets rid of Daniel Jones because we all know he sucks. Sorry, Moosey. And I think Toddy's going to come out on top, though. Maybe Chase for a year or so, but I think Toddy takes it over time. And then Vert, unfortunately, I don't watch enough Vert play, like how he plays. Because he plays like oddball time, so I can't really watch him. But I'm curious to see what he does with that team. Hopefully, he runs it to the ground.
I'll take QB fan from the Eagles maybe because they got to the Super Bowl. I'm not taking it from Dak Prescott being a QB.
Yeah, 15 touchdowns for
all I'm hearing from training camp, Dak Prescott, interception left, interception right. He trying to throw a jump ball to a 5'5" running back. We talking about a QB.
Whoa. I haven't heard anything about the Giants training camp, and they're literally
actually, hold on. I have breaking news. I did hear that they're doing. Are the Giants doing a joint practice with somebody right now for the prior to preseason game? Apparently, Daniel Jones was like straight ass today. He went like 7 for 17, 2 interceptions, had 2 dropped. Like it was a rough. It was the Daniel Jones we're used to kind of day. Again, I'm not sure on the Giants. I'm just saying what I read. I'm just reporting live breaking news that factual information.
We can't show all our cards to the Lions before we play them. Come on, man.
Yeah, Jorge, I got a question for you.
Oh, listen, if it's about the Bucs, save it.
No. It is about your Bucs, but not in a bad way.
Okay, good.
You have a quarterback, right? A franchise quarterback you picked with a 6 overall pick. He throws 15 touchdowns in a season. You going to pay him $40 million a year?
No, sir.
Thank you. I rest my case.
Doesn't make business sense. All right, so let's move on to the next division. First of all, I do want to shout out. We have 18 people. We were up to about 21 earlier that are watching live, plus the 6 of us. That makes almost 30 folks that are close to being on watching the podcast live. So definitely appreciate that. Tony wants to join the next one. Tony, I got you, dog. You let me know. You're in. We'll get you on the pod. All right, next division. We got Lamp with the Falcons, Ant with the Bucks, Roy with the Panthers, and Montaz with the Saints. Being someone that was in the division with Lamp, I'm a little surprised to see Lamp go with the Falcons. I mean, I also understand it considering how he plays. Pitts is about to have another Hall of Fame-ish career ahead of him.
Hey, honestly, I think it's gonna be Bijan who has the crazy.
You think so?
Year.
You think Bijan has? But
I think Pitts will have a good year, but I think the star of his show is gonna be Bijan this year.
I'm gonna have to agree with Dimes because I know Lamp personally, and he was hella excited to use Bijan on his team.
That's right. Forget you guys are friends in real life, so you got a little insight there to that team.
Yeah,
and that team actually had a great free agency. great
they did. They
free
did.
agency,
Jesse
especially for
was a
Madden
huge
purposes.
pickup for them.
That
I'm actually
defense,
gonna put this.
that defense, Madden wise, is definitely slept on with having AJ Terrell be a superstar now, and you got Jesse Bates added in the backfield. You got Calais. He's still he's probably still going to be superstar. He's still pretty nice.
Yeah, they
Only
got the
I'm
thing,
gonna
running
take a
back
look at
too.
the team in that division. You have the Panthers over there. You guys can't shine over those Panthers. We got to
And
see that.
Roy's a 2-time champ.
Exactly. I joined very late last cycle, so I didn't know too much of it. I watched gameplay only towards the end when everybody was developed. But Carson Strong is a quarterback that notoriously starts at 60 overall with high throw power, and he turned him into a 99, I believe.
He was 99
So,
overall.
so now he's getting the number one overall pick. Not number. Was he number one?
yeah,
He was. He was Bryce Young. He's getting Bryce Young, who's already starting at a much higher overall than Carson Strong, has a higher depth trait already. And then the thing is, that team loaded up this offseason. That's going to
I'm
be a
gonna just
scary team. to watch.
I
I'm gonna
could see.
say
That's why I could beg.
say
That's
right
why I could
now.
beg to differ with you because offensively, I don't feel like they're that much firepower offensively.
That
I feel like
trading away
I
DJ
feel
Moore
like
hurt.
it
Mhm.
did because, and as I look at the Falcons, that defense honestly can match up with them pretty damn good. The only thing that the Falcons are lacking really to me are pass rushers. But other than that, that team, as far as DB wise, they got Jeff Okuda. He's decent as a number two. You have AJ as your number one. You got Jesse Bates over the top. Like you got a decent interior defensive line with Grady Jarrett and Calais. So I think defensively they match up with the Panthers pretty good.
So
Well,
what team do y'all think has the best roster in that division?
Falcons for
Oh
sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
Falcons.
all around the Falcons do.
Yeah, Falcons for sure.
Because
See,
I see Lamp taking it the first year or two, and then once Roy gets his development like he does so well, I see Roy taking over that division.
Yeah,
But
that's
I could see that.
you
I
can't
could see
sleep on
that too for sure.
Montes at all.
Yeah, no, Montes.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Exactly what Trey just said. That team you guys are sleeping on, though. Miles Sanders in the backfield is a sneaky good back that can catch and everything. Adam Thielen's there. I know he's old. I know his ankles are about to go, but he can still run those short routes, pick up those
and
sneaky
he's
first downs.
slow. He's mad and slow too.
Yes, but he can still pick up those first downs due to his route running. You still have DJ Chark over there. I think they still have Chenault possibly there too, and Marshall. And don't they have Tremble at tight end still? He's
They
a
Yeah.
do.
big body.
But the one thing they're missing is a guy they traded away, which
Yeah,
is that guy that can stretch the field.
Yeah, and just that stud at receiver, just that guy that you know is going to get the ball.
That team is meant for Roy, though. If you look at it, look what he did with the Colts. He had one guy that was really fast, and everyone else was route runners or big dudes.
But
honestly,
see, that's it.
I
That's
think
the thing is, I think as far as like playing the beta and stuff this year, that it's going to be more ratings wise, like as far as like route running and all that type of stuff, and man coverage and zone. Like from what I heard from the gameplay with the developers and shit, it's going to be a lot of ratings. Madden this
Rangers are
year,
gonna
like
play a
it's not
bigger
going to.
role.
Yeah, like you're not gonna have those 60 overalls just because they're fast. They're not gonna be making as they still may make a play, but they're not gonna make as many plays as they did in Madden before. You're not gonna get those pass breakups. Like if you have a high route runner that's slower, he's still gonna route the DB up just because of his route running so much higher than his man or his zone rating. So I think that's gonna change a lot of people's game plans this year too.
but would that not hurt the Falcons a little bit more because that team is a little less developed? Because even Okuda is a good number two in real life. I like Okuda. I still think he has a lot of potential.
I think
But
he's still like
yeah,
a high 70 something in the game, like a
Yeah, I want to say he's
78
like
or
78, 79 overall.
yeah, like he's not terrible to have, and he's decent speed. Like he's not bad, and that's like Drake London. I think London's almost an 80 overall, so he has pretty decent route
but
running stats.
behind Drake London, who's that second wide receiver, it's no longer Ridley. Ridley was a demon. You're right. If that Falcons team had Ridley, I would definitely
But I
launch it
mean,
up. I just don't
you
Kyle
got
Pitts.
Pitts, yeah, you got
think
Kyle Pitts,
Bijan.
and
Just
then you got
Bijan, yeah.
Bijan coming out of the backfield. So like you
Which
still have a
and don't
little
forget about
lethal offense.
Patterson. You may see
Yeah,
Patterson
you
a little
still
bit more in the slot this
yeah.
year
I was just
with a
about to
guy
say
like
that you still
Bijan
put him
running the
in the
ball.
slot.
Now, my question: what if I can do the position change? I wonder if Lamp does that with Cordell Patterson because he played wide receiver before.
That's true.
Now he's got Bijan.
But
that is
you know what
true.
I would do though? I wouldn't. I wouldn't because on the other side, when you see the personnel that comes out there, you see two running backs, two receivers, and a tight end. You may load the box differently because you may be thinking it's a gun, split back formation. You may not realize he's in the slot. Where I think it kind of gives you a little bit of advantage, but again, he's also
But
older because
you
Patterson's
also got to
31.
remember. We also got to remember
Yeah,
who his quarterback is too. He do got Desmond Ritter at quarterback. It's not like he got.
he's good in Madden though.
Hey, he's not terrible, but like I said, I feel like it's gonna be more ratings wise, even with quarterbacks like throwing. So throwing's gonna be a little bit
So Jorge, you think he's gonna go
harder
back
with those
to?
lower overall quarterbacks.
You think Lamp's gonna go back to like Madden 21 days with the two wide receiver set or two running back sets with the halfback wheels?
I could see that, bro. With the running backs he has, I could see it.
I know
Come on,
Mookie
Randy.
was
Oh,
talking
sorry, you
about
guys can see my screen still. Let me reply
Mookie
back
was
to
talking about
Chase.
Roy and
Let me reply back to Randy.
Moosey was talking about Roy and his QB development, but I think Bryce Young's out of there within the first 2 years. I think Roy trades him
Wow. Why do you think that?
because Roy likes developing like his own QBs. He likes drafting guys and developing them.
Yeah, I can see him drafting one. He likes them drafted guys.
Yeah,
Well,
Bryce
here's
Young.
the deal. Bryce Young would bring in an insane amount of value, no? Develop him for a year or two, bring him to 90 overall, ship him out, get 7 other players.
But he don't fit Roy's play style.
Yeah,
Whoa.
He
Roy
does
likes a
not.
pocket
That's what I was
passer.
going to say.
Roy
He
likes some
does
pocket
not
passes.
fit Roy's play style.
I mean, Roy played with Lamar towards the end of Madden 22.
Well,
Yeah, I wasn't
it's
here for that.
also new Madden. People
Yeah.
change their game play styles every year. You never know.
You can see
Yeah,
that.
but Roy's been pretty consistent with the pocket passer because even that Seahawks team that I took over, the nigga was a rocket arm pocket passer. Like,
Yeah, that's Roy's MO is just having a rocket arm. That's all he cares about.
even with Josh Allen, he really didn't run the ball when he had that Josh Allen team. He really was just slinging that bitch from the pocket.
Yeah, for sure.
What's Bryce's throw power?
It's like 88.
See, I don't think it's very good. I think it's like 88, 89.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going.
See,
2
Roy
years.
won't like that. Yeah.
But
He's
that's how
going.
they did. Unless it was like Levis and Richardson, that's how they did the majority of the rookie QBs. They said like you gotta develop it on your own.
Well, but
Because
CJ
like
Stroud's a little
Stroud
high. I
should
want
be
to say
high.
CJ.
No, Stroud's 89. I have the Texans. I looked over that roster and I was.
Oh, so that
befuddled.
means Bryce Young is probably like
Bryce
an
is
86 then.
87. He's
Like
87.
87.
He's
There you
87,
go. Thanks, Chase.
yeah.
Damn. Yeah, he's going.
Yeah. Roy's not gonna live
GG.
with that at all.
I realize this with a lot of the users, with a lot of the players in 24, because I've been cycling through teams to kind of see what the ratings are looking like. A couple of the players aren't starting with those high 95s, high 90s, 99s. They're starting them off a bit lower and saying, okay, prove to us why you should be upgraded, especially for the franchise aspect. Like these rookies that you think would be a little bit faster, they're not the fastest to start. They're essentially saying once these guys are developed, then the speed will come in.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm all for the lower
I
overalls.
feel like that matting adjustment shit that they've been doing the past few years has been making it more like that. Like they kind of give you a base rating and now you got
Yeah.
to build up off it.
Yep.
All right, so let's look at the next division here. We got Water with the Cardinals. You got Will with the Rams, Savage with the 49ers. You got Danzella with the Seahawks. How do we see this division kind of play out?
All due respect to everyone in that division, but Water is dog walking all of them.
Even year one, you think?
I see. That's what I was gonna say. It depends on what Water wants to do with them 2 first-round picks that he got, though.
No, I'll be honest though. Savage, if like we saw Savage last year, like he wasn't even like fully committed to the game or anything. Like, but like back in 22, he was like Savage was pretty damn good. Like he was making the playoffs every year. I think he could make some noise in that division too.
especially
Yeah,
that team.
yeah, because 49ers aren't bad at all.
They're a fucking great team, especially in Madden.
And that's so
Yeah.
that's my question with Water right now is like not it has nothing to do with him being a user at all, but it's just that team they have no defense. Like it's hard to that defense is hard to say that you're excited about them because they literally have nothing. Like well, to me at least, they don't have anything. Like
You're talking about the
there's
card.
yeah. Like there's nothing
Oh,
on that
dude.
team that excites me. Like
Dude, they got
other than maybe Isaiah Simmons. Like that's
no,
about it.
they got a what's his name? Owen Papo too. He's like 93
Yeah,
speed.
fastest linebacker in the
He's like
game.
93 speed, like something like that. They got a solid defense. Like they still got Buddha, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, like who are your DBs other than Buda Baker? Like who you
Yeah, they don't got shit for DB, but
Isn't
Trent-
Bunting still there?
But Waters are already got about 5 trades lined up, so he's
That's
going to make
what,
that.
see, that's what I was saying. It depends on what Water wants to do with them 2 first-round picks that he got.
Yeah, but his trades never get approved. I saw him complaining about it the other day.
But now, yeah, so that division will be interesting year one to see what Water does. I think year one, if Water doesn't really make any moves, I think Savage takes it with 49ers. But I think after maybe 2, 3 seasons, Water is definitely going to have his team built by then and going to be running business as usual.
And like someone said, it's all going to depend on how serious Savage takes this Madden because he wasn't really in
Yeah.
it for this Madden.
Yeah. And
think
I don't think Water will keep Kyler either out. So to see what
Nah,
he does
I
with
can't see
Kyler
that.
will be interesting too.
All right, so the next division we got up is we got the Lions. We got the NFC North. We got King K with the Lions, Shitter with the
Oh,
Bears.
I thought Toucan was the Lions. That's crazy.
I had you and Chase confused. Dude, I had Chase lost. I felt
And
bad
we
for
got
Chase.
Randy. Randy's got the Packers, and MK's got the Vikings. What do we think about this division? Is this just King K written all over it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
I don't know.
Lions. Yeah, we
Year
got
one-
Lions.
Year one, but I don't know because another person, if they're going to take this man serious or not, that Green Bay team ain't bad at all. Like that team is.
That's a very good team.
That's
Yeah,
a
but who's
serious
stopping that
team right
offense
off
with
bat.
King K? He's got a
The
94.
Packers defense.
Nah, unfortunately.
Jair's like that. Come on now, dog.
I get that,
And
but there's
you still got Eric Stokes on the other side. He's not a bad corner.
and that's where
Packers
skills come into
Defense
play.
on paper is one of the best defenses. That Packers defense on paper. If you look at it, Savage, I think they still got Amos over there, Stokes, Jair, Rasul Douglas, and I don't know if they still have Kevin King, but Douglas is still there. The linebacker, you got Quay Walker, and that D line still got Kenny Clark, Gary, and they still have a couple guys like Devontae Wyatt you can plug in. Or
Well,
trade.
listen,
exactly.
you know
Yeah.
what? Why don't we ask the man himself? I got Randy waiting behind the scenes.
Oh shit!
So Randy's here. There he is.
You thought an 8-hour fucking drive from Atlanta could stop me? I'm inevitable.
All right, Randy. So we're talking about your division here.
Yeah, we suck. Let's just start right there. I expect 0 Super Bowls from this division.
King K is your best hope.
No.
You too, Randy. If actually take it seriously. I
said
played
no.
you. You played really
He
good.
said no.
In the way you say it,
We're all first round dropouts. I'm talking like not even the second
don't
round.
don't even let MK in the playoffs.
Fuck. MK is gonna just be there for King
More
K and me to
support.
just fucking abuse.
No shoulda. No playoffs for him.
No, not shoulda. Fucking shoulda. I would sooner eat my socks than see Shoulda win a Super Bowl. I'm talking like after a squat day, went run for 2 miles, just fucking serve it up on some raw salmon, just like that. Fuck that.
That's foul.
It is.
Welcome to the show, Randy. Fucking
Dude.
love it.
I love
Good
being
entrance.
right on time.
Yeah, that too.
Right
Yeah,
on
I'm like
time.
that, baby.
8:30 CST, like we all agreed upon.
Yeah. Even though I repeatedly put EST,
Dude, in my
Over.
defense, I have been
Over.
driving all day.
No,
Like
no,
I have,
yeah, you're right. Your flight got canceled. You
yeah,
had for sure had reasons why.
dude.
A, you were late, or B, you couldn't join. So
Yeah, I
definitely
brought the
appreciate
new
you
tank
hopping
top for Toddy too. Shoot a
on.
hoop,
Oh, look at that!
fucking
Toddy's
straight
gonna
up
love that.
pink,
Hold on, we're gonna get
so
you
that
on the big
Aloha
screen.
and Toddy can play with themselves.
Hold on. I'm removing everybody real quick. I want everybody. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. We're gonna get a
So
big visual
the
here.
the brand is Gem Eagle, and if you look kind of closely, the top of the G, fucking eagle. That's what we're about.
Oh, that's great. Fucking love it.
I thought it was purple when I originally bought it. It's not. It's like fucking hot pink, and it makes me even more happy. Nothing like going into the gym, hitting
With the
315 on
hot pink
bench in
shirt.
the hot
That's
pink
right.
shirt, then just staring death stares at the little fucking children who are trying to fucking bench press 135.
Love it. Randy, I love the energy, by the way. Love
It's
the
the only
energy.
energy I know.
Yeah, that drive
This
must
is
have
why I
been long and
don't.
painful.
This is why I don't take cocaine. It's like it just makes me me. Fuck.
I was about to say some comment about how you need to like take another scoop of pre-workout or something.
Dude, so I'm gonna hype the brand Bucked Up Mother Bucker. It has long lasting caffeine, so it takes like 7 hours for it to all come out of your system. Fucking it's like if God made legal crack cocaine, that's what it is. Highly recommend it.
Oh, here you go. We got Toddy's watching.
That's the worst shit I've ever seen. Dude, Toddy. If you get me a legacy t-shirt like this, I will PR every day. I will squat 400 pounds every day, 500 pounds on deads, just every day until I die. Which is something you might like, honestly.
Just set a new PR every day.
Yep.
All right, getting back to division breakdown after that commercial break.
Yeah.
All right, we got the next division we're going to talk about. We got the Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers. We got A-Rod with the Broncos. We got Dark with the Chiefs, which, God help us.
Oh,
The
God.
fact that fucking Dark got the fucking
It's
Chiefs.
okay, guys. He'll be kicked by the end of the first season. We're gonna see one too many PA post shot, and then it's gonna be like, welcome Moosey to the Chiefs.
Aloha's got the Raiders and DK's got the Chargers. Who division is this? Because this is a mixed bag right here.
Go ahead.
I think Dark runs the division for maybe one or two seasons while
You're on crack.
before Kelsey retires.
Really?
Wait, wait.
DK and the Chargers?
Oh,
It's
shit,
DK's, dude.
Yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah, I don't even know why. Yeah,
Put some respect in a man's name.
Bro said dark.
give Aloha two seasons. He'll be competing with DK. Give him 2 seasons because I know he's not gonna fuck with Jimmy G. I know he a 49ers fan, but he can't do that. That ain't good for business.
Aloha's gonna do the Aloha special and have 17 first-round picks
Oh yeah, fact.
in the draft that Mantis makes, and then he's gonna draft a quarterback with 99 speed, 99 throw power. Name something like jacks me off or something like that.
And then he'll be ready. He'll be ready for the division after DK plays his 3 seasons.
And then by then,
true.
it's going to be a 24-hour league, and DK is going to be like, guys, this is basically
Is this
slavery.
breaking news?
What happened?
Malik
breaking
Willis going to be
news?
a Raider?
Marnie is the GM for the Titans. So is this breaking news here happening on the podcast?
I
Marnie's
could believe it, but I don't think.
Marnie's trolling.
Yeah, I don't think that's the quarterback that he would go after.
Nah.
If anything, I see him with more of a Trey Lance type trade or something of that nature.
Yeah, Aloha's pretty patient. It's kind of annoying. Like, he doesn't make mistakes, and he's going he'll wait a couple of weeks to get the right trade, and then he gets the trade, and we're like, he can't keep getting away with it. No.
And you know he's gonna get you know how when he really gets his team together, he's gonna have an X factor running back. So he'll probably keep Josh Jacobs over there because you know how he likes his bowling ball running backs that break every fucking tackle. But
Yeah, I
other than
think.
that, that'll be an interesting division in a couple seasons for sure.
How does
Yeah,
DK do in that with the Chargers there? Because you know, cap's gonna be a little tight for the Chargers coming up quick.
But who do they need to pay though?
You think
Other
DK
than
just
maybe
unloads
Eckler.
and drafts, or
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying though. Who do they need to
well, they
really
just
pay
played Herbert, so
other?
I guess we'll see how the Herbert contract affects the team overall.
I mean, really, I think the only other people that really matter that are coming up on contract is they still need to do something with Eckler. But other than that, I think pretty much everybody else is accounted for so far.
There's rumors
Keenan's
flying all
old,
over the
so I
place.
don't. Keenan's old, so I don't really think he'll be looking to re-sign him anyways. Mike Williams probably gonna be about 30 by the time needs to get re-signed. And then you got Quentin Johnson, that's 4 years down the road. So defensively, I think everybody else is pretty much locked up. Derwin got paid. JC got paid last year.
Is DK making it past year one?
Yeah, I think this Madden is going to be way more competitive. I think this is going to be one of the more competitive cycles that we've had as far as up in the air users. Like this is going to be definitely a competitive cycle for a lot of people.
Yeah, I have a quick question. Did all of y'all play the beta so far? Because I didn't touch the beta at all. We were moving into
I
my new
played
house.
I played it a little bit. I didn't play it heavy, but I played it a
Yeah,
little bit.
I played a little bit as well.
I beat
Yeah.
Moosey's ass.
I played a bunch of games.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, like, how will the meta this year affect how we play? Because for the last 2 years, it's been extremely man heavy, and from like half of YouTube's like, oh, it's gonna be man heavy again, and then the other half of YouTube is like, oh, this is gonna be.
Well, did y'all
Randy's
watch
getting
the?
his info from YouTube.
Oh
Ban
yeah,
this
Oh
man
boy.
right
I'm
now.
going.
Report him.
I told y'all before the fucking season. I'm going full just piece of shit. I'm gonna border the Lavins.
Did
From
y'all watch
the
the official gameplay from those pro dudes that was playing?
Yep.
Yeah, I watched
So
that.
I took a lot from that, like as far as what I'm gonna be expecting, because the developer was talking about like how, like I said, it's gonna be a little bit more ratings wise. Like even that PA post shot that you was talking about, Randy, like they
Mhm.
specifically ran that play to show you like the shit that people were doing last year with it, like how you could just spam that tight end up the middle, like how they actually play that shit this year, which was a relief in a way because that play used to piss me the fuck off. Oh my
Yeah,
god, I could
I
not
agree.
stand that shit.
My biggest problem is like that game was extremely scripted. Like they ran an end
Yeah.
around like twice to show how, and a
It was.
toss 4 times, and it's like, man, y'all just showing
Blue
us what we
John
want to
Justin.
see.
No,
Let me
but
You're in
see.
shape.
it was informative though because I do like the fact of that they got what do they call it, the attentive AI or whatever. Like if you get a person that spams the same play, that your defense is going to start reacting quicker and quicker every time they see that play, which is cool to see too because it's like that's some more like realistic type stuff. Like you see a play
Yeah,
over and over.
and I'm curious to know, is that gonna be like only in a row, or if someone runs 4 stretches in the whole game, is that fourth or third stretch gonna be caught no matter what?
So
Yeah.
that's what I've
That's what I
read
was
is
thinking.
that it'll get
Yeah,
caught no matter what.
yeah, because if
Is
that's
that
the case,
fourth
that's cool.
time the AI sees the same type of formation, alignment, and play that they're going to be faster to react and get quicker to their
Yeah,
spots.
and I like that, but so my problem, I hope it is play recognition based, because the whole point of, so like you say you run stretch 4 times, right? And now the whole defense is thinking stretch. What does any smart coach in the NFL or
Yeah, you call
anywhere do?
PA.
Yeah,
Play
PA
action.
or counter weak. What if you run a counter? Like, will they still follow the stretch, or is it just
I
gonna?
would say it would probably be more of like if you run a stretch play action play
Yeah,
than like just because it's the same exact motion that they're
yeah,
seeing.
yeah.
So
And
I
that's what.
think
I
it'd be
think
more of like a play action thing.
PA will be better when you've set it up correctly.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that I think that you're right about. I think is going to be big is that play actions in the past few Maddens have been you can just run them whenever and the defense gets frozen. I think this one play actions you're going to have to set them up a little bit more. That you're going to have to actually game plan for your play actions and pick and choose when you want to run them.
Thanks, Gordo. Appreciate the compliment. All right. Next division we got here. We got Prime with the Texans, Jalen with the Colts, Gordo with the Jags, Marnie with the Titans. Is this just
Fucking
Jalen
Jalen
and
and
Prime
Prime.
just battle off every year? Is
Yeah.
that what this is?
I give Prime I give him like a 2 year window too. Knowing him personally, he's a trade master. He's kind of like an aloha. He just kind of sits in the shadows and makes deals behind the scenes. And all of a sudden, you're gonna see he traded C.J. Stroud next season for 3 firsts and a fucking receiver. Yeah, like he's one of them types. So it's gonna be interesting to see what he does with that Texans team because I know he likes to rebuild. So. And Jalen with the Colts that's gonna be kind of nasty.
Yeah.
Was that an
Yeah.
interesting pick? Because Jalen picked, what, was it top 5?
I think he was 6.
Oh, 6. Okay, so he was 6.
Yeah,
And, I mean, I'm going to speak for myself. I was 12th. And we're going to get to our division's next. But I was shocked when I saw the Bengals were still there at 12.
Yeah. I'm actually very interested to see. This division is going to be the best division to see what's the meta on offense. Because you have Jalen with what's his name? Anthony Richardson,
Yep.
who is like a 92 speed. And you're gonna have CJ Stroud with Prime, he's gonna be like 82 speed or whatever. But is it gonna be that you can bootleg out every play, or is it gonna be more like last year where it was just in the pocket dots? Because one thing that I heard that I really didn't like was that they were bringing back the in Madden 20, if you double teamed the guy, the inside guy next to the D end, and then pointed like did the what's it called, like the mic, you selected the D end as a mic, the halfback no matter what chopped them, and it was an animation you would get 100% of the time, and it just opened up the run for the bootleg every time, and it was toxic. You had to have 2 to 3 zones for the QB, and it just got very crazy very fast. And I'm afraid that that's where this meta is going to lead. And if it does, we're going to have to like make more rules that we already don't want to have to make.
Yeah, so I did read a little bit about quarterbacks getting out of the pocket a little easier than last year, which I paused because it was a concern of mine of people just instant rollouts and, just have those nightmares from, Madden 22. But I think it's going to be controlled where before you rolled out and defensive players still moved away from you.
Yeah.
And that was a concern, right? It was like, all right, the dude's rolling out. You should change your pursuit angle and start addressing the quarterback a little bit more than just running away. But, considering fucking Dimes has Lamar Jackson, I'm a little worried. Yeah, I'm about to just play contain the whole game and hope to God he doesn't get outside of us because in 96 we're screwed.
Like I know it's a little bit scary, but I feel like this is a lot we are talking about an EA game now. I think they found a good balance, like between last year how it was so bogged down to get out the pocket. I think they found a good balance in between, from what I've seen out of the gameplay so far, not like and what I've done so far through the beta. Like it looks like it's a good balance between, just because of the way that the offensive linemen move this year, it's different, which helps a lot with the run game. I think too, that's why another reason why I think a lot of people's game plans wouldn't change. I think you're going to see a lot of run heavy players this year. I just think that it's, as far as the quarterback running out of the pocket, I think it's a little bit more balanced. I think this will be the more balanced QB scrambling Madden we've seen.
Shots fired. Randy hasn't made the playoffs since should have joined Legacy. Randy?
I don't think that's true. I just think that is actually false.
No, I think he's actually right.
When did Shooter join? I don't even remember.
He joined at the end of of last season.
22?
22, yeah.
I made
He's
it with
like-
Carolina. I
Nah,
made it with
they're-
the Bengals.
Oh, with Carolina this year.
Yeah, I made it with Carolina this year.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, because I played
Oh,
water.
before the restart.
Yeah, and then I was with the Patriots. I cheesed my way through the first season. The second season, I was like
We got him,
9
guys.
and 8.
He cheesed his
We
way.
got him. You
You
live
Dude,
in
admitted
that.
I
You
admitted
got
it.
him. It's
I
it's
did that.
recorded.
I did that. I did that with the innate reason that I wanted us to set up rules to make sure that would never happen again.
Moosey, get ready.
His team is
Get
mine.
tagged. Getting tagged for the Packers, baby.
We
That was-
need one of these every day, man. Somebody's gonna slip up.
Oh, but Randy, so first of all, let me backtrack a little bit. You joined. You're a commish now.
No, I'm not. I
In the
was a
LP
commish.
league?
That doesn't count.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
That's like
Sorry.
junior commish.
Well, I mean, it's better than A-Rod.
He's a mall cop
for 6
He's a mall
months.
cop.
I'm like, if Toddy, Roy, and Aloha are like the CEOs of the company, I'm like their son who wants a spot in the power, so they give me like a fake title.
Damn.
They did make me enforcement manager,
He's
which
the executive. He's the executive of janitors.
yeah, exactly. I'm assistant to the CEO, not
There
the
you go.
assistant CEO. But no, I'm happy I get enforcement manager again. I feel like Jalen and I together are just gonna be
That's powerful.
yeah, and it's like part of league. Like I feel like a big part of league enforcement isn't just to like tell people, hey, they fucked up. It's to like kind of you gotta shame the person. You gotta
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold on.
you can't just be
Give me
like,
that
oh,
hold on.
Give me that cheap seat.
Can we come to an agreement? Like when I'm speaking for the group right now. Fuck it. And if you disagree with me, you disagree with me. If niggas start snitching too much, start doing shit to them too. 'Cause there ain't no reason if y'all gonna be doing your job and watching games, then there shouldn't be no need for all that dry snitching.
what if I make
Gordo
Gordo like a
and-
designated snitch?
I mean,
Like,
that
what if I
man's
give him a
different.
title?
I can't
So
say
that-
nothing about that. Thing. I can't do nothing then. That's
Jorge, you're
Jorge.
muted. Jorge, you're muted.
Hold on. Sorry. So Randy just talked about him getting an assistant to the CEO job, and he's about to give the same job to Gordo.
No,
That he just got as the LP commish.
if I'm the CEO to the janitors, he's the janitor.
He's there to just clean shit up. That's all he does.
Yeah, that's all he's gonna take the trash. He's gonna come up to me and be like, "Hey, boss, I got the trash."
Damn. Yeah, which by the way, yeah, Gordo, still fucking a year later, yeah, you did me dirty, dude.
You're
You
done.
fucked
If somebody snitches, the next game is fair game. Somebody can run it up on them as much as they want. If somebody
See,
snitches.
I'm the
Jorge
guy.
tried that.
Listen, I'm the guy. I DM you personally if I think there's a rule that's being wrong. Hey, dude, man, be careful. And if I do that to me, I'm actually I got saved because I did break a rule in a game and I was saved. I almost fucked up.
I chewed clock on Jalen at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and I have no regrets. None.
Dark did it to me. Dark did it to me and lost his person for the playoffs.
Yeah, I was beating him by like 6 points. I was like, "Fuck this!" I was like, if I don't look at the rules, then I can blame ignorance.
I'm gonna get this dub first. I'm gonna get this dub first.
I'll deal with the consequences later. At least I can say I beat Jalen.
You know, at that point, the penalty's worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can hang that over Jalen's head forever. All right, next division we got. This is actually the three amigos on the podcast. We got JJ with the Browns, Dimes with the Ravens, myself with the Bengals, and a general with the Steelers. So I'm going to ask the opinion of the non-division players first, because obviously Dimes, myself, and Toucan think we're going to be number one. But Chase, I'm going to go to you first.
Who's the other member?
You played a couple of us in this division here.
Yeah, who's outside? Who's the other one that's not in here?
JJ, he's with the Browns.
Okay. I mean, for the first season, I don't think Toucan will be in the playoffs. I mean, he's
Fucked
got
up.
Kenny Pickett.
Damn.
You got
Not the
Kenny
second
Pickett.
or the third or the
Unless
fourth or the fifth
unless
either.
he gets a QB, unless he trades for a QB, then I could see him making noise. But I can see Dimes
Here's
taking
Najee
the division.
Harris.
But George, you with Burrow is kind of scary to me. I think you could run that division for, like, you and Dimes will be battling for the first year, and then Toucan I think will enter that race. I think it'll be like, honestly, I think it could be a lot like your division was last year in the NFC South, where like you guys kind of like trade off like who wins the division. Like you guys kind of go back and forth with each other.
I like it. Moosey, what about you? What do you think?
I think it's a complete toss-up. This is Toucan with Najee Harris. You guys just gave him a glorified James Cook, like just James Cook with less speed, more power.
Moosey, look.
Now I will say
No,
this.
Dimes.
You have the
We
Ravens.
can't
Now,
speak
look,
yet. We can't speak yet, Dimes.
You got the Ravens. That's great. Lamar is definitely going to keep you in it. Jorge sells the bag whenever he gets close to it. So I don't know much about JJ, but I'm saying this could go literally any which way. I would say Toucan's a lock if his team was like the Bengals, but it's not. He has the worst team in that division, so it's going to be a toss-up.
He has a very good defense.
I think the first year actually ends up going to Dimes with Jorge having.
Hold on. I gave him paid advertisement. He didn't fucking deliver. He did not deliver. All right, Randy. What do you got here, sir?
I wish Dimes had Bills and JJ had Ravens. I think if that switch was made, this would be like the most lethal division, because I think as much as Dimes wants to pretend that he can run around with Lamar, he can't. But I trust JJ could, because I think JJ has a little more patience. It's no like you. I played you last year. We were in the same division. You tried to run with Lamar, but you would get impatient, and then you would switch to throwing a corner down the sideline.
Yeah, that's true.
Where I think
I
JJ
just can't stand running the ball. That just pisses me off.
Yes, and I think that's why if you were Bills and JJ was Ravens, this division would just be a slaughter, because I know JJ is patient. He will run the ball. He's okay with running the ball for 3 yards of play and not being like, fuck it, I need to throw a fucking dot or else I'm going to lose my mind. He is patient. He will march down the field like that.
Now, Randy, real quick. Randy, what teams are in this division again?
What?
What teams are in this division again?
Oh, fuck. I said Bills, huh? I said Bills. My bad. Browns.
You said Bills like 3 times, and it took me. I'm like, is he saying Bills?
Browns.
Like, when the fuck did the Bills?
I was thinking of Toucan. I was like,
listen,
he was the Bills last year.
I put my drink down, my backup drink down. I grabbed some water, and I'm like, hold on, am I that far gone? I'm like, oh, it says Browns. I didn't fucking spell it up.
My bad. My apologies. Browns.
All right.
And so I think this is actually a pretty good division. It's gonna be fun to watch. I think once again this is gonna come down to like the meta, and if D linemen are gonna be just crack like they were last year. Because if so, then I trust Toucan Steelers, right? Let me make sure. Yeah, I trust he can just like run the ball with Naj, especially if this is a running Madden. Like, fucking run the ball with Naj, throw slants, you'll survive. But if it's like a throwing one again, I'll give Jorge the slight advantage to begin the year.
Right. See, Randy, I appreciate you. You don't ever give me an advantage for shit.
You're still gonna lose in the first round.
Listen. This is the man that sat on my own fucking podcast when I told him that I was gonna make the Super Bowl and lose to DK, and said, and now became a video, became a meme basically in our league.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you. All right, Dimes.
You're still gonna go. You're still gonna lose in the first round. Let's not make. Let's make one thing clear. Let's make one thing clear.
First round is in our future.
Yeah, but in the shadow chats, I've said it before that you were just me of the NFC, that you would make it to the first round every time and would lose. So congratulations, you're the Randy of the NFC.
There you go.
For AFC
this year. All right, Dimes, what do you think?
Well,
without being 100% biased towards yourself.
I mean, I'm not.
Which,
gonna
by the way,
be
I appreciate the jersey
completely
there.
biased. You know, you got to represent. But I'm not going to be completely biased. We're going to have a good division. First year, I do fear the Bengals and the Steelers just because of what General brings defensively. Bengals, just their offense is freaking ridiculous. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that offense yet because we lost Marcus Peters, so I'm still kind of searching for another corner that I would like to pair with Marlon. But I'm not in a rush to get one because of the free agency signings we had. But the offense is definitely going to be lethal. I don't have to look for receivers anymore with Zay Flowers and Bateman and Odell. I'll have to replace Odell eventually, but at least I can use him for 1 or 2 seasons. But we definitely going to have a battle, even though I'm going to win the division. We definitely going to battle it out.
So, is this division the most competitive? Now, you have it on your screen, the rest of them.
Can I
I believe it's the most competitive 1 through 4. I feel like there's competitive divisions, but 1 through 4, I think we have the toughest division.
Can we look at the divisions again?
AFC West.
Let me put it on the screen here. Give me 1
That
second.
AFC West 1 to 3, I think they have the best shot in terms of winning records as well as chance to win it all.
But that's what I'm saying. It's 1 through 3. It's 1 through 3 though. Over here,
who's the 4th? Wait, who's your 4th? Who's your 4 there? Who's your 4 there?
JJ.
JJ's good.
JJ definitely was a consistent playoff user when he was playing consistently. That's just like Savage. Him and Savage, like they're pretty much the same player. If they take the Madden series, they're consistent playoff users.
So then, would you not say that that's still 1 to 4? Because think about it, you still have Aloha there and the other 2.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They're 1 through 3. We 1 through 4. That's what I'm saying. We have the deepest as far as users.
Okay.
Can we talk about how the NFC least is like the worst division ever?
Fucked up. Get him, Chase.
Fuck you, Randy.
I forgot Randy wasn't in here for the beginning.
It's so bad. I looked at that. I was like, I should have fucking went Eagles in the first pick and just made it to the playoffs every year.
Oh, he's calling Toddy, Chase, and Ramrod bad.
If the shoe fits.
If the shoe fits, that's what he's saying. All right, the last division we have up for debate is we got Eric with the Bills, AJ Dolphins, Rico Jets, Trey Pats. What do we think about this division? Is this?
Damn it! It's also ass.
So I was gonna say, is this the NFC equivalent of the NFC East?
What was it? Go back through.
All right, so we got Eric with the Bills, AJ with the Dolphins, Rico with the Jets, and Trey with the Pats.
AJ is running that. AJ and Trey are probably
I
going
was
to
going to say AJ and Trey. I think AJ wins it the first couple seasons, but once Trey gets his players developed over there on the Patriots, I think he'll be because I think he's going to want to use Malik Cunningham, and I think if he builds him up correctly, he could be decent.
Do we have a conspiracy here that maybe the commish put all the weak teams in the same division so that they could make some playoffs? I feel like
so
you
at
have
least
a
one of them make
here.
it.
Yeah. It's like a little sticker.
It's crazy though because everybody picked their own teams and nobody knew where. Like that.
There's also 2 divisions that both have 3 Super Bowl winners.
Exactly. This is like some real. This is a little conspiracy. I think we were like manipulated somehow. They put something in our water.
The graphics you were seeing, the messages that were delivered, were strategic to guide you towards a certain team and stay away from the others.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I saying?
Yeah, Shuda pointed out that we're sleeping on Rico. I will say Rico is a retro legacy god, so I wouldn't ever count him out of anything. Like Rico,
I don't know. I feel like I've never seen Rico take the game serious, so I can't. Really
no, he hasn't. He hasn't. But like, dude, every year that we
play, but Rico fuck around and get to 10 wins a season, just fucking around.
Dude, every year we played retro, that dude was in the Super Bowl every time. Like, and he won. I think he won 2 times, or he won once or twice. Like, he was a lock to make the Super Bowl. Like, and I don't understand. He just like turned something on at the end of the year.
Was it that he turned something on, or that everybody else just turned off?
I mean, maybe a little bit of both, but like, I mean, still, you got to
Yeah,
win
that's
some
true.
games to make the Super Bowl. Like, there's always
Not
at least
facts.
like 2 or 3 competitive users.
We're gonna redraft after Madden Elite or shit week 1.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the divisions, and I appreciate everybody sticking on. We're past an hour here, but I think the next topic of conversation was tiers. We heard some
Yeah.
noise in the chat. I'm gonna say at least I heard from Prime specifically about Texans being a tier 2. They should have been a tier 3. So the tier team got released on the 5th. What do we think about these tiers? Should there be any movement? Should there be any protests, or is it right?
Work
I
down the list.
can.
Work down the list one by one.
All right, so let's go
I
top
can.
tier. Tier 1, you got the Chiefs, Eagles, Bengals, Niners, Bills, Ravens, Cowboys, Chargers, Dolphins, Packers, Jets.
Packers should
I
at
think
least
tier
be tier
1.
2.
What's that?
What?
Packers should at least be tier 2.
Shut up. That's because
No,
you fucking have them.
No,
Nah, I'm cool with tier 1. Tier 1 good. Tier 1
Yeah.
I
good.
thought tier 1 was spot on.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
All right, tier 2 now, we got Jags, Hawks, Seahawks, Browns, Panthers, Colts, Vikings, Texans are in there, Falcons, Bucks, Bears, Commanders, Steelers, Lions.
Maybe the
Honestly,
Vikings.
if this can go either way. Because I don't know the official dev ratings, but supposedly JSN is a superstar, is
Yes.
what I read. So
Yeah.
with him being the superstar, I could kind of see them being somewhat of a tier 1 team, but at the same time, I'm cool with them being in tier 2.
I could
Yeah.
also argue Jags up to tier 1 too. That team is pretty solid, except for maybe the corners.
What
Yeah,
team?
for me,
Yeah,
when I look at tiers,
I'm
typically I
thinking as
look
more
at
as
quarterback
abilities.
and abilities. Do you
Yeah,
have, a young or an established quarterback, which I think the Jags do have? Do you have cap space, which I think the Jags do have because Trevor Lawrence is still on a rookie deal, so you still have cap mobility. I think them and the Seahawks are easy teams that could be a tier 1. Now the Seahawks,
yeah,
you can argue, well, hey, they don't have the quarterback; it's an older guy, but the rest of that roster is extremely young,
and good.
and they're very good across the board. And you have a guy like DK who can be OP because if it's a jump ball game, he's going to do well.
Nah,
But if it's a
DK's OP
speed
no
game,
matter what.
he's also going to do well because the guy's like 95 speed also. He's
Yeah,
he's a unicorn type of player because of his height, speed, and his kind of makeup. So, I mean, I could argue that I think the Jags and Seahawks could be tier 1. Browns makes sense at tier 2. Panthers,
you could
could
kind of
debate
argue
tier
that
3.
you could kind of argue the Browns to be tier 1 too, just because of the way that they're set up as
Yeah,
far as
but Watts is on a long-term contract, right? Bunch of guaranteed money. He's a star player, and he's probably like 78 overall,
Yeah,
and he's older. So
he's
his
78 in this
chances,
one.
I think so.
Damn.
From when I last looked, he was like 78, 79 overall.
he's
So him
78.
being
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, nah.
the
Because
cap
he's only
the
a
cap
star. He's
space
only
that
a
he's
star
commanding,
too. Yeah.
the cap space he's commanding, and he's a star. His age makes it hard to really upgrade him. You're
Yeah.
kind of strapped, and it's hard to trade him because of the money you got to give up. And they don't
Yeah,
have
that's
any
true.
real receivers. Amari Cooper's a little older.
Yeah.
They got
No, that's
really
true.
Myles
Yeah,
Garrett,
that's cool.
Denzel, and Chubb because Greedy Williams left in free agency to the Eagles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Greg
they got
Newsome.
They got
Yeah,
Newsom.
they
Newsom's
still
very
got
good.
Newsome's the best Madden corner, honestly.
Yeah, Newsom's a dog.
And
Colts,
then-
I agree, tier 2. Vikings, you can probably argue tier 3.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna.
I think
say
what
that.
keeps them up there is the fact that they have a 99 overall player in Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
is probably why. Daniel Hunter's pretty good at DN.
Daniel,
They have some dudes on
get my
defense.
get my
other than
alumni
that,
right, you piece of shit. It's
other
Daniel.
than those two, that team is fucking shit. Especially without
Which-
Dalvin Cook now, that team is fucking shit.
So Shitter brings a good point about the Browns, right? They do have some receivers. Shorts, Elijah Moore, Amari Cooper,
But they're
some
but
good
they're not like
receivers.
ability or high overall receivers.
They're not.
Amari's
I mean,
ability.
Amari Cooper maybe,
Amari's 91.
but he's slow.
Yeah, but I mean, other than Amari, that like who else?
And he's old.
Elijah
Schwartz-
Moore can run a pretty good slot.
Schwartz might not be on the team come
honestly,
release.
Elijah Moore.
I know. You see that fumble he had
Yeah, they
in the
might release
preseason
him.
game?
Schwartz might
Yeah,
not make
Elijah
it to
Moore-
the Madden release.
Elijah Moore might be a good little pickup for them, though. I do like that.
The
So then you
Vikings
got-
have captured.
Vikings are a little
I could-
tight because they're paying Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
But it's because of the departure of Dalvin Cook. Didn't they gain a little?
They gained a little
I
bit,
was
but not a
gonna
whole
say-
lot.
But I was going to say, with the departure of Dalvin Cook, to me, that drops him down to.
I think
tier
so too.
3.
Like I agree with that, Dimes. I think if there's a team that kind of moves down here, it's probably the Vikings because of the Dalvin Cook loss. What about the Texans?
That's,
Right?
I'm thinking the Texans. Like,
The Texans too, because really,
Ability wise, they don't have shit.
They don't have
yeah,
enough.
No,
no.
I look.
Well, they have.
I looked up
They
the
have.
team.
Go ahead, my fault.
No, I looked at the team especially because I'm in the Texans for LP. So Stroud already starts off with a pretty low overall, which I expected, but he doesn't get abilities despite him being drafted so high. Will Anderson, by the way, didn't get abilities.
I know he's a star.
Yeah, he's a star, which is
I
insane.
thought they said he was superstar. Right? It's only.
Nope.
It's only.
No.
It's only Bryce, Bijan, and
Bryce
Jason.
Bijan, yep, those are the only three.
Yeah,
Everybody else
that's
is star
crazy.
or normal. I know, so that's insane. What's it called? You guys got Christian Kirksey, who I think his overall drops. Stingley's still there, but Stingley hasn't developed much yet.
Yeah,
And then
Petrie's decent. Petrie's
on
decent.
on offense, if you look at the weapons, the tight end is mid. The running back is the only bright spot. You have Dell and Mechie at wide receiver, who are both undersized and not the fastest, and they're
I
not
was gonna
developed.
say they would have to have some pretty crazy preseasons to get them to decent overalls before release date.
I mean,
It's gonna be wrong.
if I compare the Texans roster now, and I'm a Bucks fan, so I use the Bucks as an example quite a bit. The Bucks roster is a lot better than the Texans roster,
Oh yeah, by far.
and they're both in the same tier though. Right? I
Yeah.
look at the Texans and I look at the Commanders roster.
The Texans, I could definitely agree with them being tier 3.
So you got the Falcons up next. I think the
I think-
Falcons are right.
Falcons
Yeah.
are right.
I agree just because of Pitts.
Falcons in tier 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think the
Falcons are tier
overall
two.
keep them there.
Yeah,
The overall
I agree
will
with
keep
that.
them there.
Yeah, I think it kind of like if Bijan wasn't an X factor, probably is that what
Nah,
he
he's
is?
superstar.
If he
Superstar.
so if he wasn't abilitied, then they'd be tier 3. But you go into the game with a guy that's gonna be a freak, and he's a superstar, and he's on a rookie contract. That's
With the tight
That's-
ends already OP
he's
in
the
that
best
game as
rookie.
well.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
the best rookie in the whole draft class. I
Which-
think he's 81 overall. or
yeah,
something
which
like
makes
that.
sense. The dude was a fucking freak, and running backs, they only have 4 to 6 years of quality starts before they get kicked to the road.
You
What
still
about the
have-
Bears?
Chase, hey, mark this down in the podcast. Chase is gonna end up with Bijan by the end of the cycle. Watch.
What about the Bears? The Bears are similar makeup to the Texans. I don't know
think the
anybody that has any
Bears-
abilities on the Bears.
Yeah,
DJ,
I want
Yeah,
to
DJ Moore.
I
Yeah,
think the
DJ
only reason
Moore.
Bears.
but I feel like Bears are cool because I mean, if you, yeah,
I think in
'cause
order-
it's only a receiver. It's not like it's
Yeah.
I
Well,
think in order to be a tier 3 team, you gotta have no quarterback, like no
Yeah.
ability. Like if you have a
I'm tier
quarterback
3.
that's developable, then you're tier 2 automatically. Because like
Put me tier 3.
Toucan. I got Pickett.
Dude, Pickett's
Help
so
me.
good, dude.
Oh,
Sorry,
Commanders,
you have to move you to
Commanders
tier
got
1.
Sam Howell.
the what?
No,
the
but the Commanders' saving
No.
grace is that defense.
Yeah, no.
That
They have to
defense,
have.
no, I
Yeah,
agree.
Commanders have a ton
Commanders
of
are there
pieces
because of the
around.
defense.
What about
Yeah.
the Lions?
The Lions have
Lions,
Jamo.
The Lions
but
have
not.
everything
Yeah.
except a quarterback. Like
Yeah,
No, they
exactly.
don't. No, they need
And
corners. They need corners
Jared Goff
too.
is good in real life. Jared Goff is good in real life, not in Madden. So
Musi,
Yeah,
if
that's
you
the
once
annoying
again
thing.
say that Jared Goff is good in real life, you may not get invited back.
he actually is though. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
he really
Yeah.
is though. Like niggas forget this nigga went toe to
Good.
toe with
Okay,
Pat
good.
Mahomes. Like what?
Him and Todd Gurley were
Good
running
is
the
a
league.
good is a little bit of an
Mahomes.
overstatement. He's not good, but like for what they ask him to
He is
do,
good.
he
He's
can
above
do.
average. He's above
he-
average.
Is he
He's
above average?
Yes, he's
In the
better than
season,
Kirk
He is
Cousins,
like
my
the
nigga.
he is like
He
the
wins.
He's better
14th
than
best
Kirk
quarterback,
Cousins.
which is indeed above average.
He
He's better than
wins
Kirk
in a
Cousins.
system.
Yeah, he fits the system. He can throw a deep.
All right,
Exactly.
hold on. I'm asking I'm asking Musi.
Okay.
Would you rather have Jared Goff or Daniel Jones?
Easy.
Daniel Jones running upside.
Yeah, see,
I right.
yeah, see,
With the
throw
receivers,
Crackhead.
with the
Daniel
receivers
Jones.
y'all got now,
We-
with the
we've lost
receivers
Musi.
and
We've
with
lost
the
him.
receivers and weapons that they got now, I'd definitely take Jared Goff over Daniel Jones, nigga. Jared Goff might throw for 60 touchdowns.
Wait.
All right,
Are we
hold
saying we plugged them into the same team?
Yeah.
Are we
No,
saying
if you took Daniel Jones and put him on the Lions, and you took
okay?
Jared Goff and you put him on,
And you
on-
gave him Saquon
Oh yeah, Danny's
and
killing.
Darren Waller.
Danny's killing.
and
Danny's killing.
No, he's not. He sucks. It's Jared Goff all day. It's so easy.
Danny's
What's the
Danny's
throw
gonna
power
kill
of these
it.
people? If
Danny's
we're
Dude,
talking
they're
gonna
basically the
this
same.
Are
88. Yeah. The only thing
Are you
Daniel
sure?
Jones has is he's a little faster, a lot faster.
Jared Goff should have
Danny
more,
this
honestly.
season.
Yeah,
Danny
Jared
this
Goff should
season is
have
going to be so
more.
much better because of Waller, Hyatt, and Barkley's back too. So we're talking that compared to Jared Goff, who's had the players around him, and he's put up stats. But I think Daniel Jones can put up better
Okay.
stats. with those
Can we
players.
piss off Toddy real quick? Should the Giants
Bro,
be tier
bro,
2
do
since they have
y'all
Darren
not
Waller now?
understand? Do y'all not understand that this
Yes,
nigga
Randy.
went toe to toe with Pat Mahomes? Like y'all still forgetting
That
they
was
had
like
one
4
of the
years
highest-
ago.
They had one of the highest scoring football games we ever seen.
But they had Todd Gurley then. They had Todd Gurley who
They had
was
Sean
all right.
McVay.
He threw for 500 something yards. What is you talking about?
500.
Yes,
He
go
did.
look
He
it
did.
up.
No, he did.
But I think, yeah, I do remember this game. game.
Yeah. The nigga threw for 500 something yards. Like, don't play
However,
like the nigga can't
the-
sling that bitch.
No, I've never said that. I literally was the one that said Jared Goff is pretty good. Like it's Jorge over here who's disrespecting him.
Listen, my job is to
Jorge
stir the
wish
pot,
he
baby.
had Jared Goff on his team. That's
No,
all
I
it
do
is.
not. No, I do not.
He's better than
I'd
any quarterback y'all
rather
got.
have Baker. I'd rather have Baker in terms of
Yeah, y'all
developing a
are,
team.
y'all are smoking dick.
Mushi's trying to
I
argue.
like Baker. I like Baker. I
Mushi's
actually
trying
like
to argue.
Someone's gonna clip that part that Dime just said. It's gonna be part of the weekly news. I can
Yeah.
already see
That,
it.
somebody,
I can
matter
already
of
see
fact,
it.
somebody click that for me and send it to me because I'm gonna use it every time in the group chat.
Oh man, we got some comments
Oh,
coming in.
whoa,
We got some
whoa,
comments
whoa,
coming in.
whoa.
Okay,
I
don't
agree.
listen to Shitta because this is the same guy that said that
Can we ban him?
Quay Walker was a good first round pick.
Yeah, I'm not listening to nothing he got to
Yeah.
say.
All right, so now let's take a look at the tier 3 teams. Now, there was a question posed earlier about the Giants maybe being a tier 2 instead because they got Darren Waller, they got stud, Danny
They
Jones.
got Jalen Hyatt. Jalen Hyatt's going to be 99
They're-
speed, right?
I'll
Right,
say
they got
this.
Slayton, they got the rookie defensive end, they got
Because of Hyatt and Banks, I do think they become tier 2.
Yeah.
Because their overalls are very low, but because of Hyatt and Banks, I would see the argument for them. being
Overall,
tier
the team's better than the Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I will
So
agree
what
to
about
that as
Texans?
well.
Let's do Texans versus Giants. We
Giants?
can all agree
I-
Texans deserve to be.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, 100%. Texans are way worse.
Facts.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, I
think
think,
you
the
look at-
petition needs to be signed that
Well, wait, I don't know who
Texas down.
I don't know who Matt from Wii Sports is, but they did give a Hyatt 92 to 93 speed. But it's,
Dude,
it's
fuck
going to be one.
that. Dude used to whip my ass as a small 6-year-old in boxing. How many of us are old enough to remember Matt?
Oh, I
I
absolutely.
do.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do.
Oh, yeah.
Matt,
Matt
that guy.
didn't whoop my ass though. I
Oh,
was
yeah?
whooping Matt's ass.
Too poor to have a Wii?
What? I had the Wii. What you talking about? I was whooping Matt's ass.
If Matt didn't whip your ass, you didn't have a Wii. Don't lie to us.
You're tripping. He struck me out, but he wasn't getting me in the boxing.
Fucking come into bowling and you knew he was about to throw a 300 and just fucking
facts.
quit.
No, yeah, and he got me into baseball, so I had to go knock him out in boxing. That's the only way I could get him back.
Dude, that was the first game young Randy raged at.
Bro, or the tennis.
The first
tennis
of many.
was hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
The tennis was insane.
What? They have you running all around that motherfucker.
What the fuck?
Shooter, how dare you assume I was talking about race? It's pretty racist of you, bud. Pretty racist. I didn't say anything about race in that.
All right, so we're coming up on an hour and a half. It's been a fun podcast. I would say for myself personally, it's been good. What who wins the first Super Bowl? I'm gonna go around the room. So from my to my right, Randy, you're first.
Can you put the divisions back?
Oh,
I think I already have an idea, but
let's go back to divisions. All right, here it is. Let me present.
General didn't fell asleep on the goddamn podcast and shit.
nah, you can hear little General Junior in the background screaming.
My kids in the background.
All right, so there you go. There's all the teams. There's one here at the bottom. Trey.
Yeah.
Let's see who up in this bitch.
Yeah, make sure you include Trey. That'll be important in the Super Bowl pick.
In the discussion.
Yeah.
Bro, imagine I can't zoom in on this shit. I gotta goddamn look right into the goddamn camera. To see
Sounds you all know you're not a Super Bowl contender. It's okay.
And you are? With
So-
Kenny Pickett's small
Yeah,
hand?
have you made one? Have you made a Super Bowl?
It's okay. It's okay. We about to this year. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no.
I think the only good player with like a win now team, no offense for it, is DK.
No, I
Like-
agree with you.
I think DK is the only one that's like
That's
can
crazy.
take
He
the
said,
team
I
and
agree
be like,
with you. I would have never let him say that about me.
because like Water's always a good one because he can be good with any team, but I'm pretty sure isn't he Cardinals?
He is.
Yeah, that might take a little second unless he doesn't trade D Hop. D Hop might help him, but I think
Fool, he don't have D-Hop.
D-Hop's not there no more.
oh yeah, you're right. He isn't there anymore. I think it's gonna be
Come on, Randy.
DK. Dude, it's been a long weekend.
First the Bills are in the AFC North. Now this.
Yeah.
And listen, he
Black
was selling that
Gordo-
shit for
Black
a
Gordo
minute.
from the comments.
That the fucking
Black
Bills
Gordo from the
Chargers.
comments.
in that.
I'm trying to decide who the hell is gonna come out of the fucking trash ass NFC. Holy shit, we suck.
You got someone in the
I'm
NFC
going
West
to
sitting
NFC.
there.
I'm going to NFC.
Panthers, Bucks. We're gonna go
Man,
like
look at-
probably gonna have to be DK versus Water just because we're all fucking shit in the NFC. Holy shit, this is amazing.
I'm joining the NFC.
Somebody block Gordo from the comments. Turn
Hey,
his
Goris
comments
is going off. He's special.
I'm going DK versus like either a mixture of King K, Water, or like me if I'm fucking decide to smoke crack and be good at this game this year. I haven't decided yet. It's a process.
You don't smoke crack already?
Fuck,
No,
I don't need to. I'm already
It's a pre-workout.
Yeah.
yeah. But if I decide to get good, maybe me just because like these teams are pretty bad. These teams, like the whole NFC's pretty bad. Like I'm not good, and I'm like, fuck. Who would I?
I got a
lose to
chance.
in here? I have a chance here. Y'all are literally gonna give this to me at the beginning of the year. This sucks. Savage with 49ers might be good just because of the year. DK versus Savage,
All
and
right.
Savage beats King K in the NFC Championship.
All right, I like it. All right, Dimes. Besides yourself,
Year one, huh? Year one, I see. Damn, let me see. I can't see shit.
Big ass nose.
Fuck you, bitch. NFC, I got goddamn. Told y'all I can't goddamn blow this shit up in the screen, so I gotta.
no,
look
we
close
see
as
your
fuck.
nostrils. We can like see other boogers.
Dude, you need to shave them fuckers. Holy shit.
Fuck you.
Is that a
All
mustache
right,
or is that
out
just
of the NFC, I got motherfucking. Not gonna lie, I got Lamp coming out of the NFC.
That's pretty brave. If he trades for a QB, yeah.
I got Lamp coming out of the NFC, and then out of the AFC, I got DK or I'm gonna have to say,
Say it.
you know, I want to so bad.
Say it.
DK or me? Fuck y'all. You think
Oh,
I
I thought you
DK
were
or
saying
me,
me.
nigga?
Damn you. Fuck yo. I like it. I like it.
Fist one from across the screen. All right,
Yep.
Toucan.
Dimes fucking sucks. They'll never make that past the second round.
I'm gonna make sure you're the fucking last fucking place in our division every year.
Bro, you threw
I'll-
11 picks to me with the same team you
Dimes
got
can't
now.
even make sure he's not the worst team every year, so you're good.
Dimes threw 11 interceptions with Lamar to my defense last
Yeah,
Madden.
I did. I ain't
You
scared to
suck.
say it.
Which, by the way,
But we got receivers. We got
Jalen,
receivers
Randy,
now.
Randy. Oh, sorry, I don't want to interrupt. Randy,
Hmm?
when DK plays Gordo,
Yeah.
can we just turn a blind eye?
So
to the
there's actually
rules?
I'm gonna we've discussed having like a rivalry store purchase where you can just say fuck blowouts and just beat the
Oh.
fucking shit out of people. Like
We need it.
yeah,
As
and,
much shit as Gordo's been talking today about
Yeah, and it's-
DK.
it's been pretty rough because it's like on one hand, the toxic person in me is like, oh my god, I would love to watch some of these fuckers get blown out. But then the other side of me is one motherfucker's gonna use it on me, and I'm gonna fucking
And you're gonna fucking
blow a fucking fuse. I'm either gonna beat him and just disrespect his
No,
entire
but see-
family in chat,
No,
or I'm
yeah,
gonna
but see,
lose
that's
and
the-
disrespect
that's
his
the
entire
thing.
family
That's
in
the
chat.
thing. If somebody buys it, no, we need that. Because if somebody buys it and uses it and gets the shit beat out of them, they have to get exposed. Like
Oh yeah.
they have to.
Well,
They
one
have to
part
get the
of
whole
it-
game
And
chat
so-
exposed.
So my biggest fear is like there's some guys that I just don't want to see get the shit kicked out of them. You know, it's
Because
just
I'm
be
for sure
sad.
using that on Toucan. I'm for sure buying one for.
Dude, you're only going
both
to drop
outside of
20
Toucan.
points. You're going to drop
That's
20 points.
I've
legit.
never seen Dimes score
But-
more than 20. What the fuck, Dimes?
That's okay. Y'all finna see a whole different offense this year. Y'all
Dimes
think
beat
this
me
is funny.
21-16, and I threw 7 interceptions. How the fuck?
And tell them how many I threw. I threw 5.
You threw like 7, dude. Like it. I want to
All right,
skunk
so
him.
I
Beats him
like that
24-0. Technically a skunk.
I like that idea. All right, Toucan, did you give us your prediction here besides yourself?
No.
Who you got?
Definitely not me year one. I would go with what Randy went with. I'm going DK versus either going to be Roy or DK versus Savage year one.
Where is Roy? Who's Roy's team?
He's the Panthers.
He's a Panthers.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Chase?
For the AFC, honestly, it's hard to not say DK just because like Randy said, he's got the best team out of like the like top tier users. But I mean, honestly, I wouldn't really count Jalen out with the Colts because last time we saw Jalen with a running quarterback, he turned Jalen Hurts into fucking a god. So I think Jalen could definitely sneak in and win the AFC. And then for the NFC, I think the NFC is pretty wide open. But
Because we suck.
Yeah. Well, it's not necessarily that we suck, but like all the good users in the division
Gordo, we
have
can
like
put money. Hold on.
all the good
Chase,
users in the division got like a team they got to develop a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
Chase,
Before-
hold on a second.
yeah.
Gordo, we can put money on it as soon as the game dropped that I'll whoop your motherfucking ass. Think I can, nigga. Like I didn't see that comment.
Oh, I love it. I love the
Love
hate.
it. Call out on the podcast. All right,
Yeah.
Moosey, as a aspiring legacy member, you're on the LP side right now. Well, how do you see this kind of playing out? If you don't say the fucking
shit over-
Bengals and there's somewhere you don't have a fucking chance.
A Shitta versus Gordo Bowl.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck
okay.
no.
You're okay. All right,
Yeah.
all right. We're gonna move
Never,
on.
never again. Never again.
All right. So the last topic. So we're an hour and a half, which again, guys, great fucking conversations.
I came in and just brought the fucking thunder. You welcome.
You brought the fire, dude. I appreciate you. And I with this next topic is actually I didn't put it on the agenda intentionally because I wanted to get some authentic reactions. So let me take this off the screen here. All right.
Dude, I didn't
Great
even read the
White's
agenda in
back.
the first place.
Great White is back
Yeah.
in the league. What's your thoughts?
Okay.
Good, happy,
Can I go first?
Fuck yeah, Randy, go ahead.
So when it comes to the chat, like I love Great. I think he's and the game. He is a great user. I think he's awesome. He just needs to learn how to filter what he says and how to not come off passive aggressively. I really like Great for the community. I think he is a great user. Like I said, great user, great to talk. He's always in chat. But what caught him was that he was like disrespecting the league as a whole. And like something that I think a lot of us understand is that we've been doing this shit since Madden 20. Like literally, like Chase, who's in chat right now, is getting a letter or getting an invitation to my wedding. Like this to us, this isn't just fucking Madden. We're not in this league for Madden. We're in this league because we've actually made friends across the globe that we can on with. Tell and what's going on in your life, why are you down, why are you not in chat right now, or like why are you so happy, what's up? Like this isn't a community based in Madden. This is a community who care about each other, who also play Madden. So like to disrespect the league, you're not disrespecting Madden, you're not disrespecting us playing Madden, you're disrespecting the people who have like openly and talked to about our lives in chat. And that's what hurt us. It wasn't that you didn't like the fucking game or anything. Is that whenever you start actually like talking about the league as a shit league, you're telling us that all the people that we've made friends with aren't worth anything. And whenever you say shit like that, that's whenever you start going to the line where it's like man, we are just here to be friends. Like when everything else in this world is shitty and if you watch the news, everything's going to crap. We come here to talk to the 40 dudes that are in chat and just like living their best life, trying to be fun, trying to escape real world. And that's all we're trying to do here, is that we're trying to escape real world. Don't ever think that it's anything more or less than that. We're just a bunch of kids. None of us know what the fuck we're doing. We're the first, there's like 5 fucking leagues out there that do what we do. No one knows where this is going to go from here.
So just fucking mic drop.
Yeah, just
it is. You know what, Randy? I'm proud of you.
Nah,
I'm proud of you, Randy, because that's a very mature, grown up, fucking like real shit to say.
Fuck. I know I act like a piece of shit, but like that's just like a persona.
Logo and
that's just a persona, man. I've been in this league for fucking 5 years now. Like we don't fucking do this shit because we like Madden. I'm literally sitting here to this day. Like I got Baldur's Gate 3, I got Starfield, I got the new Cyberpunk DLC, I got fucking The Lies of P. I got so many games that I want to play that I'm openly being like, I'll fucking wait because I'd rather just spend some time with the boys and play Madden, even though it's a fucking shitty game and I hate it. Right. I know I play the personality of the toxic piece of shit because it's fun and like we need it. We need someone that's going to stir up shit just like Jorge does. But Jorge does it here in the podcast. I do it in the chat with Jalen and Cozy. Like we just need it. Like I just want y'all to remember that like this chat that we're in, it's not about Madden. We all hate Madden. If we had the chance tomorrow and 2K came out with a game, we would fucking kick Madden to the curb. So just remember, boys, like we're here to enjoy each other's presence and to just have fun. So always have fun. Dude, Shooter, I do disappear for seasons, but that's because I have a good life and a wife. So fuck off.
Which is why A-Rod's not here.
Yeah.
A-Rod's girl, controlled his schedule this afternoon.
I wore this because I wanted to be like, who the fuck is small to A-Rod, and he just bells. The little fucking bitch. Dirty Q-tip looking motherfucker.
That was full circle for Randy right there. the passion, the toxic, all.
I
in
gotta
one.
make sure I close it off with toxicity so
There
you
you
don't
go.
think I'm a
There you
fucking
go.
soft bitch.
You get called out later.
Hey,
So we did
Toddy.
have.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Toddy mentioned.
Yeah, I saw that.
All right, so hold on.
Someone
Let's
said
go.
someone
Shit,
said
we're
it's
live
Max
here.
Crosby.
Yeah, it was.
Let's see. We're headed.
Dude,
We're
Chase,
headed there right
congratulations
now.
on 2
Let's.
players.
There
Thank
he
you.
is.
I honestly, I won't lie. I did not expect Delonte Redding to get it just because he was a rookie in the
Yeah.
second season. So I'm stoked on that for real.
Yeah, he definitely deserved it, bro. Like,
He was the
Say-
only non QB to win an MVP.
yeah.
That's dope. That's hard to do.
Yep.
By the way, you're
Yeah,
giving a great speech.
took
Who the hell's
a
Hunter
bit of force
Phillips?
feeding. It's Gunzify. I Gunzify.
Oh, thanks, Guns. Hey, I know a lot of people don't know, but Gunsify's been here just almost as long as I have. I think he's been on and off the server just because real life shit. But he's a prime candidate for like an OG spot just because of like he's a literal time wise OG.
Yeah, he's been here longer than I have.
Yeah.
All right, so with that was a very powerful speech there. Anybody else
Yeah.
want to back that up there? I don't think so. I
No,
think
he
that's a
got
mic
it.
drop.
Yeah, that's
Mic
what I
drop,
thought.
Randy.
That's what I
He
thought.
closed the show.
All right, guys. So with
Let's
that
just
being
cut-
said,
Let's just cut out
Go
like
ahead, Randy.
the rest of that. Let's just end right when I finish so that like we don't even have to worry
That's
about
it.
anything else. Just mic drop,
All right,
finish
so-
off, fade to black.
Fade it. So with that, fellas, another podcast is in the books. First podcast of Madden 2024. I first and foremost, I appreciate you guys raising your hand, hopping on, and doing this with me. Definitely appreciate it. Again, stick around after I end it. Don't leave. But to everybody else, thank you for joining. We got up to 27 viewers. When you think about 27 viewers plus the dudes that are on the podcast, which we had about 7 to 8 dudes on the podcast as well, you're up to 30 plus. So majority of the league and then some was on the podcast. So definitely appreciate it. Until next time, appreciate it. Have a good night and see you.